Didn't bring him back in, did you, Lenny?
No, George. Honest, I didn't. See?
Say, how about this euchre game?
Okay, I didn't think you wanted to play.
Any of you guys seen my wife?
She ain't been here.
Where's the hell, Slim?
Went out in the barn. He was going to put some tar on a split hoof.
How long ago did he go?
Oh, 5-10 minutes.
I guess maybe I'd like to see this. Curly must be spoiling or he wouldn't start for Slim. Curly's handy, goddamn handy. But just the same, he better leave Slim alone.
Thinks Slim's with his wife, don't he?
Looks like it. Course Slim ain't. Least I don't think Slim is. But I'd like to see the fuss if it comes off. Come on, let's go.
I don't want to get mixed up in nothing. Me and Lenny got to make a steak.
I'll look over. Sure ain't seen a good fight in a hell of a while.
You see Slim out in the barn?
Sure. He told me I better not pet that pup no more. Like I said.
Did you see that girl out there?
You mean Curly's girl?
Yeah. Did she come in the barn?
No. Anyways, I've never seen her.
You never seen Slim talking to her?
She ain't been in the barn.
Okay. I guess them guys ain't gonna see no fight. If they's any fighting, Lenny, you get out of the way and stay out.
I don't want no fight. Both ends the same, George. Why is it both ends the same?
I don't know. That's just the way they make 'em. What was Slim doing in the barn when you seen him?
Slim?
Sure, you seen him in the barn. He told you not to pet the pup so much.
Oh, yeah. He had a can of tar and a paintbrush. I don't know what for.
You sure that girl didn't come in like she come in here today?
No, she never come.
You give me a good cat house every time. A guy can go in and get drunk and get it over with all at once and no messes. And he knows how much it's going to set him back. These tarts is just a buckshot to a guy. You remember Andy Cushman, Lenny? Went to grammar school same time as us?
The one that his old lady used to make hotcakes for the kids?
Yeah, that's the one. You can remember if there's something to eat in it. Well, Andy's in San Quentin right now on account of a tart.
George?
Huh?
How long is it gonna be till we get that little place to live off the fat of the land?
I don't know. We gotta get a big steak together. I know a little place we can get cheap, but they ain't giving it away.
Tell about that place, George.
I just told you. Just last night.
Go on. Tell again.
Well, it's 10 acres. Got a little windmill. Got a little shack on it and a chicken run. Got a kitchen orchard. Cherries, apples, peaches, cots, and nuts. Got a few berries. There's a place for alfalfa and plenty of water to flood it. There's a pig pen.
And the rabbits, George?
I could easily build a few hutches. And you could feed alfalfa to them rabbits.
Damn right I could. You goddamn right I could.
And we could have a few pigs. I'd build a smokehouse. When we kill a pig, we could smoke the hams. When the salmon run up the river, we could catch 100 of them. Every Sunday, we'd kill a chicken or a rabbit. Maybe we'll have a cow or a goat. And the cream's so goddamn thick, you gotta cut it off the pan with a knife.
We can live off the fat of the land.
Sure, all kinds of vegetables in the garden, and if we want a little whiskey, we can sell some eggs or something. And we wouldn't sleep in no bunkhouse. Nobody could can us in the middle of a job.
Tell about the house, George.
Sure. We'd have a little house and a room to ourselves. And it ain't enough land, so we'd have to work too hard. Maybe 6-7 hours a day only. We wouldn't have to buck no barley 11 hours a day. And when we put in a crop, why, we'd be there to take that crop up. We'd know what come of our planting.
And the rabbits? And I'd take care of them? Tell how I do that, George.
Sure. You'd go out in the alfalfa patch and you'd have a sack. You'd fill the sack up and bring it in and put it in the rabbit cages.
They'd nibble and they'd nibble the way they do. I seen 'em.
Every 6 weeks or so, them does would throw a litter. So we'd have plenty of rabbits to eat or sell. And we'd keep a few pigeons to go flying round and round the windmill like they done when I was a kid. And it'd be our own, and nobody could can us. If we don't like a guy, we can say, "Get to hell out," and by God, he's got to do it. And if a friend come along, why, we'd have an extra bunk. Know what we'd say? We'd say, "Why don't you spend the night?" And by God, he would. We'd have a setter dog and a couple of striped cats. But you gotta watch out, them cats don't get the little rabbits.
You just let 'em try. I'll break their goddamn necks. I'll smash them cats flat with a stick. I'd smash them flat with a stick, that's what I'd do.
You know where's a place like that?
Suppose I do. What's that to you?
You don't need to tell me where it's at. Might be any place.
Sure. That's right, you couldn't find it in 100 years.
Oh, how much they want for a place like that?
Well, I could get it for $600. The old people that owns it is flat bust, and the old lady needs medicine. Say, what's it to you? You got nothing to do with us.
I ain't much good with only one hand. I lost my hand right here on the ranch. That's why they didn't can me. They give me a job swamping. And they give me $250 because I lost my hand. And I got 50 more saved up right in the bank right now. That's $300. And I got 40 more coming the end of the month. Tell you what. Suppose I went in with you guys. That's $340 I'd put in. I ain't much good, but I could cook and tend the chickens and hoe the garden some. How'd that be?
I got to think about that. We was always going to do it by ourselves, me and Lenny. I never thought of nobody else.
I'd make a will. Leave my share to you guys in case I kicked off. I ain't got no relations nor nothing. You fellas got any money? Maybe we could go there right now.
We got $10 between us. Say, look, if me and Lenny work a month and don't spend nothing at all, we'll have $100. That will be $440. I bet we could swing her for that. Then you and Lenny could go get her started and I'd get a job to make up the rest. You could sell eggs and stuff like that. Jesus Christ, I bet we could swing her. I bet we could swing her.
I got hurt 4 years ago. They'll can me pretty soon. Just as soon as I can't swamp out no bunkhouses, they'll put me on the county. Maybe if I give you guys my money, you'll let me hoe in the garden, even when I ain't no good at it. And I'll wash dishes and little chicken stuff like that. But hell, I'll be on our own place. I'll be let to work on our own place. You seen what they done to my dog. Dave says he wasn't no good to himself, nor nobody else. But when I'm that way, nobody will shoot me. I wish somebody would. They won't do nothing like that. Oh, I have no place to go, and I can't get no more jobs.
We'll do her. Goddamn, we'll fix that little old place up and we'll go live there. Suppose there was a carnival or a circus coming to town or a ball game or any damn thing. We just go to her. We wouldn't ask nobody if we could. Just say we'll go to her and by God we would. Just milk the cow and sling some grain to the chickens and go to her.
And put some grass to the rabbits. I won't forget to feed them. When we gonna do it, George?
In 1 month. Right smack in 1 month. Know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to write to them old people that owns the place that will take her. And Candy'll send $100 to bind her.
I sure will. They got a good stove there?
Sure, got a nice stove. Burns coal or wood.
I'm gonna take my pup. I bet by Christ he likes it there.
Now don't tell nobody about her. Just us three and nobody else. They're liable to can us, so we can't make no mistake. We'll just go on like we was a bunch of punks. Like we was gonna buck barley the rest of our lives. And then, all of a sudden, one day, bang, we get our pay and scram out of here.
I could give you 300 right now.
And not tell nobody. We won't tell nobody, George.
You're goddamn right we won't. You know, seems to me I can almost smell that carnation stuff that goddamn tart dumps on herself.
Who you calling a tart? I come from a nice home. I was brought up by nice people. Nobody never got to me before I was married. I was straight, I tell you. I was good. I was. You know Curly. You know he wouldn't stay with me if he wasn't sure. I tell you, Curly is sure. You got no right to call me a tart.
If you ain't a tart, what you always hanging around guys for? You got a house and you got a man. We don't want no trouble from you.
Sure, I got a man. He ain't never home. I got nobody to talk to. I got nobody to be with. Think, I could sit home and do nothing but cook for Curly? I want to see somebody. Just see him and talk to him. There ain't no woman. I can't walk to town. And Curly don't take me to dances now. I tell you, I just want to talk to somebody.
If you're just friendly, what you giving out the eye for and flopping your can around?
I just want to be nice.
Get going. We don't want no trouble.
Well, I didn't mean nothing, Slim. I just asked you.
Well, you've been asking too often, and I'm getting goddamn sick of it. If you can't look after your own wife, what you expect me to do about it? You lay off me.
I'm just trying to tell you I didn't mean nothing. I just thought you might have saw her.
Why don't you tell her to stay the hell home where she belongs? You let her hang around the bunkhouses, and pretty soon you're gonna have something on your hands.
You keep out of this unless you want to step outside.
Why, you goddamn punk. You tried to throw a scare into Slim and you couldn't make it stick. Slim throwed a scare into you. You're yellow as a frog's belly. I don't care if you're the best boxer in the country. You come for me and I'll kick your goddamn head off.
Glove full of Vaseline.
By God, she's been in here. I can smell. By God, she's been in here. You was here. The other guys was outside. Now goddamn you talk.
Somebody gotta beat the hell out of you. I guess I'm elected.
What the hell you laughing at?
Huh?
Come on, you big bastard. Get up on your feet. No big son of a just gonna laugh at me. I'll show you who's yellow.
George, make him leave me alone, George.
Get him, Lenny, get him. Let go of him, Lenny, let go.
You told me to, George. I heard you tell me to.
Let go of his hand, Lenny. Slim, come help me while this guy's got any hand left.
We gotta get him to a doctor. It looks to me like every bone in his hand is busted.
I didn't wanna hurt him.
Carlson, you get the candy wagon out. He'll have to go into Soledad and get his hand fixed up. Nah, it ain't your fault. This punk had it coming to him. But Jesus, he ain't hardly got no hand left.
Slim, will we get canned now? Will Curly's old man can us now?
I don't know. You got your sense enough to listen? Well then, you listen. I think you got your hand caught in a machine. But if you don't tell nobody what happened, we won't. But if you just tell and try to get this guy canned, and we'll tell everybody. And then will you get the laugh. Come on now. Carlson's going to take you into a doctor. Let's see your hand. Christ almighty.
Lenny was just scared. He didn't know what to do. I told you nobody ought to never fight him. No, I guess it was just Candy I told.
That's just what you done. Right this morning when Curly first lit into him. You says he better not fool with Lenny if he knows what's best for him.
It ain't your fault. You don't need to be scared no more. You done just what I told you to. Maybe you better go in the washroom and clean your face. You look like hell.
I
I didn't want no trouble.
Come on, I'll go with you.
George,
What you want?
can I still tend the rabbits, George?